Okaeri, welcome back to my channel, Made Between the Pages. My name is Taylor, and today we are starting another reading vlog, finally. Now, I feel like it's been ages since I have filmed a vlog on this channel. I did start filming maybe 2 in the last month and a half, but I don't know, I wasn't feeling in the vlogging mood, so I ended up kind of scrapping some of those. But I finally kind of felt last night the beginnings of getting into a vlogging mood because the book that I'm currently reading, I'm really enjoying. Right now, I am reading Children of Time by Adrian Tchaikovsky. I should know how to pronounce that by now. A lot of people say this on the internet. But I'm currently reading this book. I am about 64 pages in, and I am loving this. I've been wanting to get more into sci-fi on my channel. I've said that for a long time, and this is a book that always kind of caught my eye in that regard. So this is a book about giant sentient spiders in the future and humans interacting with them. And I'm terrified of spiders, but so far, the spider chapters are my favorite. I love the way that they're written. It is so cool. So I'm about to get to the point where humans and spiders connect. It looks like they're going to connect soon anyway, so I'm really interested to see what the author does with that. But so far, I am loving this. I knew I would like sci-fi. I just had to get myself to read it, and this seems like a really good book to start with. So reading this and loving it so much made me want to vlog again and kind of track the journey of this. I do hope to read this in the next couple days. I have a lot of studying to do because my Japanese test is in a couple months, and a couple months goes by really quick. But I do plan to do kind of like the reading studying sprints I like to do, where I study for like a half hour, maybe an hour, and then I read for a half hour. So I want to do that a lot the next couple days. I should be able to do it today as well. I do have some errands I need to run. I need to go shopping. I need to do some stuff around the house, but hopefully by like early afternoon, I can sit down and do some studying and reading. Well, maybe not early afternoon because it just turned 11. Maybe late afternoon. By 3 or 4, hopefully I can sit down and study. So I definitely want to get through this in the next couple days. And then another book that is on my radar is The Black Coast by Mike Brooks. This book, I started the first like 10 pages and I really was liking what I was reading. But then I decided that I needed to prioritize The Children of Time because I've been saying that I'm going to read that for months and I haven't. So I switched. This is a book that I just got recently, so I can wait a little bit to read it, is what I told myself. But if I could get both read this month, it would be amazing. I mean, this book is stunning, and it's a fantasy book about 2 worlds at war, really up my alley. So hopefully, it might not be in this reading vlog, I don't know, but once I finish Children of Time, this is the next one I want to pick up physically. Then I have my audiobooks. So I recently just finished Legendborn via audiobook, and that book was really good. I did enjoy it. I ended up giving, like, I can't decide between a 3.5 or a 4-star. You know, I put my full review on Goodreads, so I can link it down below. But just some really quick thoughts on it. Some of the things in that book were done amazingly. Some of those things being the exploration of generational trauma and lines of power. The magic system was amazing. I loved it. And, you know, the idea of different magical chapters around the world is something I always enjoy, and this book really leaned into that. So I'm excited for the future to see more of that explored. But some of like the plot points and the character work, especially Alice, felt convenient. Like the end of the book had a goal and we needed to get there, and everything else kind of had to fall into line for that. And so the last kind of ending scenes didn't hold a lot of stakes for me. I really wanted to care about the characters. I really did, but I wasn't really invested in that aspect. So, you know, that part kind of fell flat for me. I do love Bree as a main character, though. She's really multifaceted, and I really enjoyed reading from her perspective. It was more worrying about other characters that didn't hit for me. But overall, it was a good book. I really did enjoy reading it, so I gave it like a 3.5 or 4 star. Then now I'm listening to the audiobook of Dealing with Dragons. This is a book that I loved when I was a child. It's a children's book that's like a twist on fairy tales, and it is fucking hilarious, and it's brilliant. I love this book so much. Like, it's only a 4-hour audiobook, and I listen on 2 times speed, so it's only 2 hours. I think I've got like 30 minutes left at this point, but I am loving every single second of listening to this book. And I've been thinking of buying myself like the old school copies, because they did like do like new covers and stuff, but for the nostalgia, I want the old school ones. When I was thinking about buying them, and now I'm definitely going to. There's 4 books in the series. I don't remember what happens in any of them. Like, the only thing that I remembered was a sassy princess and like ornery dragons, and that's exactly what it is, in the best way possible. It's so good. So I've laughed out loud so many times reading this book so far. So I'll definitely finish that audiobook today when I go to run errands on my bike and all of that. I'll listen to that audiobook. And then after that, I don't have another audiobook lined up. So I need to maybe look at my TBR I made for this month and see if anything's available. I'm not really sure. But right now, that's the reading situation. So I'm just gonna sit down with my green tea, read a little bit of Children of Time, and then go run some errands. So we'll see, you know, where I'm at in my day when I check in next. Okay, so quick check-in. I read to page 100 in Children of Time. I had a little bit of a lunch, did some stuff with the plants, watered the plants, did some laundry, and now I'm gonna go shopping because our fridge is empty, because apparently we don't know how to adults. Like, we have nothing. The one thing we have is we have natto, which is like Japanese like fermented soybeans, which is delicious, but we have 1 pack of natto and we have half of a cabbage. Like, and milk that needs to be thrown out. Like, that's how busy we've been, that we've used our food down to the scraps. So I'm gonna go bring the biggest bags that we have that I can possibly fit on my bike, go do some shopping, listen to my audiobooks, and then hopefully come back, pack my shit up again, and go do some studying. Because if I'm at home, I cannot study well. I just can't do it. I don't know if other people feel this way, but like, if I'm in Starbucks or somewhere where other people are around me being productive, I can knock shit out. But when I'm at home, I'm like, oh, I gotta vacuum, I gotta do this, I gotta do that. This is also here, I can't focus. So hopefully I can go somewhere nearby, sit in like a little socially distanced corner and get some studying done. I actually just realized that I didn't talk about Children of Time, like my thoughts on it at all. So so far up to page like 100. Again, I'm still loving the spider chapters the most, but the human chapters are like, they have like drops of really good insights into human nature. And there's been some really interesting parallels drawn so far on like standing on the shoulders of those before you, but not realizing that the bottom of that period has to be something small that the first thing could stand upon, and overlooking that part of the pyramid. My tabs are trying to make an appearance here, and often forgetting about those tiny bases of the pyramid. And it's been brought back more than once, and I'm really liking this theme so far. There's one character that I hate with all of my heart. What is his name? What is his name? Guyen? He is the captain of this human ship that may end up, you know, connecting with the spiders. We don't know yet. You know, that's not a spoiler at all. That's the premise of the story. But the captain, I hate him so much. He has done nothing but just scream at people. Like, I understand being cranky if you wake up from a long nap or something, but like, this guy has just been unpleasant in every single interaction. And I'm like, you haven't done anything to put yourself above others. Like, he's done nothing so far that makes him seem special or like he deserves this position of authority. So every time he talks, like, I'm like, can you not talk? That would be great. But overall, super invested, loving it. My next chapter is a spider chapter, so I think I'm gonna blow through it. It was hard to get myself to stop. The only reason I did is because I have a lot of other stuff I just have to do today. But I will check back in with you guys after I do some shopping, listen to my audiobook, and maybe get back to reading this book. Okay, so we are back after a successful shopping trip. I just put all of the groceries away, but it's one of those days that when I'm not on my balcony and kind of sheltered from like the wind makes it much colder than it has any right to be on a day so sunny and like spring looking. So I got buffeted around a little bit. But I did finish my audiobook of Dealing with Dragons. I just wrote my review, but I loved every second of that experience. It's just such a wonderfully witty, hilarious twist on what you've come to expect from fairy tales. It's supposed to be, it's written for kids, so it deals with simple themes, but it does it in such a wonderfully witty and hilarious way. I just enjoyed every second of it. You know, it's got like dragons who have allergies, so they're sneezing all the time. You know, it's got, you know, princes who don't really want to rescue people but feel like they have to because society expects that from them, and it's just, it twists everything on its head, and the way that it's written is just wonderful. I haven't read the second, third, or fourth books in the series yet, obviously on this reread, but I remember loving them all, so I'm gonna trust my younger self in this sense and expect to love them. So I'm really excited to read the next one in the series, but there is a 2-week wait from my library, so apparently people are still really reading them often and enjoying them. So I'll wait for that to come in and then read that. So now I do have to do one more load of laundry and put that out to dry because we don't have a dryer here in our house. So I'm going to pick up the Children of Time while that is going through the wash. And I have also, when I went shopping, I got like this strawberry whipped cream sandwich that I love. It's so unhealthy, but I love it. So I'm gonna snack on this and read some of Children of Time and relax for a little bit before going to study. All right, guys, so it is now like maybe 9:30-ish, and I am back home from studying. I did a lot of kanji homework. My brain is kind of full of too much kanji. Like I can't think straight right now. But I'm now home. I have made myself a New York sour, one of my favorite drinks. So I'm gonna enjoy this and read some Children of Time, because unfortunately I didn't get to read any of this at the cafe I was at because the homework took longer than I expected. I got a lot done, as I said, but I just didn't have time to actually pick up my book. So I'm gonna go ahead and pick this up now. And I just realized in the camera that my nose has no makeup on it. Don't you just love when you do like a whole beat and then you put your mask on and just your nose rubs off? Love that for me. Hayato should be home soon, so I'm not sure if we're gonna do anything together tonight, whether we're gonna watch a movie or play some video games. I'm not really sure, but he has a book he's reading too, so maybe I can convince him to make it a reading night, and we can just sit and read for a little while. But either way, because I couldn't read earlier, I'm still on page 113, and I'd like to get to 200 tonight if I can. I think I could definitely do that. So that'll be my goal, to get to page 200. To get to page 200. So yeah, wish me luck. Okaeri.
Welcome back to my page. I'm Taylor.
Is that what my intro sounds like?
Yeah?
Is that what my intro sounds like? Someone's home from work. Anyway, wish me luck. Page 200. I'm gonna get it done. Good morning, BookTube. It is the next day. I got to page 150 last night, so not 200, but hey, not too bad, right? So today I have a pretty busy day. I got a lot of stuff I need to do, but I definitely do want to get some reading done in the midst of that. So I've just made myself a breakfast of some scrambled eggs with avocado. I'll show you in a minute. So I'm going to enjoy that, maybe watch a little bit of BookTube, and then get started on my day. This is my breakfast this morning, just some scrambled eggs with some sauteed onions, peppers, spinach. We've got half an avocado there with some hot sauce in the middle. I'm so hungry, so I'm so excited to eat this. Okay, so I just finished studying at the beach. I finished my kanji practice for now. I'm going to do a little bit more tonight. But for the moment, I'm just going to enjoy sitting at the beach and read a little bit of Children of Time. It's starting to get chilly, so I think I'm just going to stay for maybe a chapter or two. But I'm going to get some of this done before I head back home. Alrighty, I'm home from all of my errands today. I got all of that done. I did some studying. I still have some to do tonight. I have to do some work for our restaurant as well, so I think I'm going to just relax for a second since I just got home and I missed my book package. I didn't know what day it was gonna come. It's book depository, so I fingers crossed it comes within the month type of thing. And of course, the day that I'm not at home at the times that I usually am, it arrives. So where I live, they can't leave the package downstairs, so they left a slip saying, hey, we tried to deliver this and you weren't here. So I had to ask to get it delivered later tomorrow. So hopefully I'll be getting book mail tomorrow. Now that I'm home, like I said, I gotta do some stuff for work, but I think I'm just gonna relax for a second. Just sit down, maybe have a little snack, and then maybe do a little bit of a workout. I don't have it in me to go to the gym today, I don't think, but I could do a little home workout, which would be nice. Then do some Hyoko stuff, Hyoko being my restaurant. And then maybe get back to reading. I have some editing I need to do too, honestly. I filmed some videos earlier today that I love them. I'm so excited to post them. My most recent BookTube bartender video flopped hard, but I enjoyed making it so much. So, I made a goal on my channel this year to make the content that I enjoy and I feel good about making, regardless of how it, does, basically, how it performs. And these next ones, though, I've never filmed a video like these before, but I really like it, so we'll see. So we'll see what order I end up doing all of that in. But I would really like to take a huge chunk out of Children of Time today. So at least page 300. So I have to make time for that as well. But yeah, I'll just check back in with you guys with an update later. Okay, quick check-in. So the interesting thing about sci-fi so far that I found, I read about another chapter since the last time I checked in, but it's interesting to me because typically I am a character-based reader and I have to feel connected to the characters to really care about what's happening in the book. But I mean, I don't know if this is consistent across sci-fi in general, but in this book specifically, none of the characters are good people. I don't think you're supposed to like any of them. None of them have good qualities so far, except for maybe you could argue this guy Holston, I think that's his name, right? I just lost my tabs. The guy who kind of knows about old world, old Earth's culture. You could argue maybe he has some positive qualities, but almost zero. And yet I'm still really enjoying this book. The concepts are so intriguing. It's almost like the characters are just vessels to get these interesting concepts across. And that doesn't sound like something that I would like typically as a reader, but I'm loving this. So I don't know, let me know in the comments down below if this is kind of consistent throughout the sci-fi genre, that the characters aren't such a linchpin point. Obviously, their actions are important, but like I said, it's like they exist in order to convey this interesting story. And I still like it, even though it sounds like I wouldn't. So yeah, I'm still eating this up. Like I said, read about another chapter, not quite at page 200 yet, but I just finished a couple human chapters, so I'm assuming the spiders are gonna come back soon. And I'm interested in that, like a little bit more than humans. I want to know what these sentient spiders are up to. So I think I'm gonna read for maybe half an hour, 45 minutes more, and then get up and do some work. Morning, guys. It's the next day. So last night I did not succeed in getting to page 300 in Children of Time as I wanted to. I fell asleep. And then when I woke up, I had to do some editing and like the work that I was talking about. So yeah, we didn't we didn't get our reading goals yesterday, but it is now the next day. We just met with Hando's parents a little bit ago because they went to Costco, which is like a big thing in Japan. It's like a whole trip because you can get access to food you usually can't get. So I now have raspberries and peanut butter and sliced like Colby Jack cheese. Oh my god, I'm so happy. So that happened this morning, and then we have decided to go to the library that I think you've seen in other vlogs, but the kind of fancy library that's about 2 hours away from us. We're gonna go there now and stay there for a couple hours, get some studying done, and then come back home. So my goal is to, of course, study, but also between that, get to page 300 in Children of Time. I could definitely do that today. I just have to put my mind to it, but absolutely can get that done. So, after studying, we took a back country road in the middle of the night, and I thought, this is how horror movies begin. Our tire's gonna go flat. Level of countryside. We were gonna get champon at a place we know we like, but it's closed. So now we're having ramen at a place we have no idea. A place we have no idea if we're gonna like it or not. So I have miso tonkotsu ramen with extra pork belly, with a gyoza set, some rice. Hato has champon, which we were gonna eat the place we know we like.
Dark.
With chahan. Yeah, I was gonna say that I've never seen the soup that dark. With chahan fried rice. So we are starving. Itadakimasu. Okay guys, good morning. It is the next day. Unfortunately, yesterday I got a vicious migraine halfway through studying and reading. So I have medication that does work to kind of help with the migraines, but the side effect of that medication is that I become very ぼーっとしてる. in English. My brain becomes fuzzy and I can't really think straight. So unfortunately, I was not able to get far in The Children of Time. I barely was able to finish the work I needed to do. And this book requires some brain power. So unfortunately, I dragged it all the way to that nice library with that beautiful setting and wasn't able to make much progress. I am on page 205. Today I'm about to leave for work, so I also don't think I'll be able to get too much into this today. Hopefully tomorrow morning before work. I don't have too much to do, so I should probably be able to get some reading in then. But yeah, I haven't made much progress. I'm loving it still though, where I am. So that's the update on that one. But some good news is I just heard that Derek, whatever the fuck his last name is, George Floyd's murderer, just got convicted of all 3 counts. Yes. I wish that I wasn't so happy and surprised that justice was served in this case. I am. I wish I wasn't, but I'm just going to take this moment to bask in the fact that justice was served in this case. So yes, I'm gonna let that make my morning better. Also, to add to that good news, I have like a little mini book haul to insert here. The first one is one that I actually got at the library yesterday, and it is this absolutely adorable anniversary edition of Winnie the Pooh. It's the Japanese version. So it has this like plastic cover on the outside to protect it, but let me take this off real quick. So we remove the plastic cover, and we have this like dust jacket here, which is stunning. And then what really sold me on it is if you take the dust jacket off, the book itself is printed like this. I mean, come on now. And the end papers, oh my gosh, it's the 100 Acre Wood on both sides. It's double-ended. And inside, the pages are all yellow, which is just, it has like these little illustrations. Oh, I am obsessed. I'm obsessed with this. I think it would be really good also for me to practice my Japanese with this. You know, I know the stories well, so, and it's like, you know, words for kids, so I think I could get through it. So this would be really good practice for me. As well as in the future, if I have kids, you know, I want them to be able to read the children's stories that I love in both languages. So this was a really good purchase. It was expensive, but worth the money, I think. I mean, yes. This next book mail is one that they've tried to deliver to my house twice, and we just have been missing each other time-wise. So I'm very excited to have this. These I also purchased specifically for the naked hardcovers. So let's see if they're as beautiful as they looked online. Okay, so I have the UK hardback editions of Hollowpox and Wondersmith. So I actually have, it's over there, but the US cover of the paperback edition of this book, and I picked it up in Japan while I was here, and I love that book so much. It's one of my favorite middle grades I've read in a long time, and I've just been in a middle grade mood. Like, I don't know how to, like, why, that's random for me, but I really have been wanting to continue this story. So I decided to, since I know I love it, get the beautiful UK editions. So this is the Hollowpox that says Burn Brightly, which is the third book. And then the second book is Wondersmith. Look at those details. Oh my goodness. And it says, if you want to belong, you have to believe. It's just, beautiful. But the reason I really bought these is for the hardcover. The naked hardcovers. Oh my God. I mean, these are beautiful dust jackets, but I think I'm just gonna keep them off because can we just, holy shit. I'm obsessed. I haven't even read them. I know I'm gonna love them anyway, but I am obsessed. They've got little W on the end pages, that's nice. But this, I mean, you can't beat this hardcover. Let's go ahead and take a look at Holopox. Oh my god! This is the one that sold me. As soon as I saw this naked hardback, I was like, I'm buying the whole series in this edition. Let's just take a minute. The gilding details on this, I'm gonna keep, oh, there's the end pages. I'm gonna keep those dust jackets off and display them on my bookshelf somehow. I don't know if they'll fit on my smaller shelf, but these are definitely worthy of being displayed. Now, like I said, I do have the paperback American cover, but because I've started collecting them in this edition, I'm gonna have to get my hands on the UK hardcover of this. It's pretty hard to find. I have found some secondhand that seem to be in pretty good condition. But if you know someone looking to sell or trade or whatever for the UK hardback edition of Nevermore, let me know, because I need to complete my collection now. But having these and my special edition of Winnie the Pooh, guys, I am a happy book lover right now. This is such a beautiful haul. I am going to be doing a book haul, like an actual book haul video in the future. So obviously these will be in there, but I have picked up a couple other books here and there, so look forward to that. So yesterday was not the best day in the end, but this morning so far is making up for it. Let me know in the comments down below if you've gotten any books recently that just bring you joy, whether it be from the way they look or from the way, you know, the words contained in them. But yeah, I'm just gonna be cuddling these until I go to work. So I'll check back in with you guys once I do some more reading. I'm determined to finish Children of Time before the end of this vlog. So wish me luck.
My voice is still shit, but we are about to have delicious dinner. Tagyu.
Tagyu.
Teoka. This is like the best yakiniku in like all of Fukuoka, in all of Fukuoka that I've ever had. It's so good. Only this location. Okay, guys, you can't go to any other one. This is the one. It smells. There's like no windows, so it's smoky, and it's so good. Like you can't wear nice clothes because they'll smell like yakiniku after, and that's how you know it's good.
Sometimes like the smoke is too strong and then you can't stop crying.
Yeah, but it tastes so good. So we're waiting. We're next in line. Yes. Okay, so our vegetables haven't arrived yet, but here is our meat. So over here is karebi, the meat that is just incredible from this place. Nothing else tastes like it. So it's a type of beef. And here is rosu, which is also delicious, but not as good as this. So we saved this throughout the meal. These two are the karebi, so we're gonna have that first. We have intestines over here. I had to order. That's all him. They do taste good, but I don't like the texture. There's shisha over here, which is basically just a lettuce wrap with like a paste, like a miso paste. You can eat the meat with. It's really good with the roast. And then we do have a big order of vegetables coming. So super excited to dig in. This is the sauce that they make here. I have a medium-sized rice. Hayato has a big one. I'm sure he'll end up eating some of mine. So excuse my voice, but I just had to share this experience because we don't go out much anymore. So.
Okay guys, hello, checking in. It is probably a week since my last check-in. I got a nasty cold, like really nasty cold last week that left me without a voice for quite some time. You can hear that I still have a little bit of a huskiness to it, but I think I'm at the end of the line here, thank goodness. So that's why I haven't checked in, because I couldn't speak. You may also notice there's something else different. Yes, I dyed my hair. I'm in love with it. I don't want to wash it like too much because I don't want the color to fall out, because I'm obsessed with this. Yes. Anyway, so I also am kind of dolled up today. I just filmed a video. I'm sure you'll know which video it is once it goes up. But I wanted to actually do the next check-in for this vlog. I'm probably going to be doing more check-ins outside because I can sit with my plants and it's gorgeous out now, so just expect that. But just a check-in on the Children of Time. I always say the Children of Time, but there's no the. Children of Time. I finished this about 2 days into losing my voice, and I loved it. I ended up giving this 4 stars, I think, not quite 5, because there was a section in the middle that dragged for me a little bit, more kind of than I expected it to, but I still really enjoyed this all the way through. The ending too was a home run. I think actually I gave this a 4.5. I think I lied, a 4.5. The themes that are running through this are amazing. I love the way that, I think you say his last name, Tchaikovsky, Adrian Tchaikovsky. I love the way he handled the themes of humanity, and how, like, what is at the core of our nature and all of that. So I'm a huge fan. I want to get Children of Ruin soon. This is one of those books that I think that I would be fine purchasing and then reading it physically, because I kind of trust him to deliver something I'm going to enjoy after reading this book. But yeah, the ending of this book was amazing. I was like, yes, all the yes for this. So I can see why this won an award and why sci-fi fans really hyped this up. I get it. So this now has a proud place on my bookshelf in my videos that you will see in the background. I also read The Honjin Murders by Seishiki Makikoto. I might have gotten that name wrong. I'll correct it on the screen if I got that wrong. But essentially, this is the Japanese version of Sherlock Holmes. So there's this detective named Kindaichi, which is basically the Holmes of the series, and he's called in to solve murders, all over Japan. There are only 2 books translated into English from these works so far, The Honjin Murders and The Inugami Curse. So for the book club that I'm a part of, we read The Honjin Murders this past month. That was our pick. So I finished that also within this last week. It's short. It's like 195 pages, so it's not too hard to get through it all. I'll talk about this more in the wrap-up on my channel, I'm sure, but I really enjoyed it. So I really want to read the next one, The Inugami Curse, as well. That's like the heavy hitter from this series. There have been like movie adaptations, TV adaptations of this book. So I do hope to get to that this month, but I think that's all that I've finished. Oh, I also started listening to the audiobook of My Dark Vanessa. This is a book that I've been interested in for a really long time. It is heavy, very heavy, which I was warned. So it's basically about a girl who was in an age gap relationship. Age gap is putting it lightly, with her teacher, an illegal relationship. So she was 15 and the guy was like 32, and she thought that it was consensual up until current times, when another student, another woman, has accused him of abuse. And we kind of go through her memories with her as she remembers this experience, and she starts to question whether it was actually as consensual as she's considered it to be all these years. And it's very heavy. I'm about 30% through. Today is the 29th, so there's still tomorrow left in the month. So if I can, I have work all day tomorrow, so our restaurant's gonna be open all day tomorrow. So I don't know, maybe during prep work in the morning I could get some of this listened to, or tonight, also during prep work. So hopefully I can finish this by tomorrow, my Dark Vanessa, but like I said, it's heavy, so I need to take breaks every here and there, so we'll see. And then the other book, this is my Hail Mary, it's not gonna happen, guys, but I'm gonna put it on camera anyway, is if I can read my Retro Reads challenge for this month, which is Looking for Alaska by John Green. Look, I put it off because I didn't want to read it. But here I am 2 weeks, good God, I can speak, I promise. 2 days left in the month. And I'm like, I still haven't picked that up. But like, I want to, maybe it'll surprise me. You know, some of my retro reads have really surprised me. So I want to give the chance to do that. But I'm sure it's like free on like a gajillion apps at this point. So I'll see if I can download that. Maybe I can marathon it tonight after prep work. We'll see. But that's where I am in my reading thus far. Go ahead and leave a comment down below if you know what video this outfit and this makeup is from, because it will probably be on the channel by that point. But I'm gonna give my voice a rest. I don't want to push it too much. You know how like you're at the end of a sickness and you're like, yes, like I'm gonna do everything now, and then you push it too far and then you get sick again? I think I'm on the verge of doing that. So I'm gonna not do that and stop talking, but I will check in at least once or twice more before I finish this vlog. Hey guys, okay, I just realized that I forgot to film the end to this vlog. So it has been about maybe 4 to 5 days since the last check-in that I did. And I don't remember exactly what I said, but it was either as I was about to finish Children of Time or I had finished Children of Time. And I was saying there were a couple other books I wanted to read by the end of April, right? So obviously I did finish Children of Time. That will be in my wrap up, as well as I was able to finish My Dark Vanessa, which was the audiobook that I was listening to. And that book was 5 stars, but it was dark. It was a heavy experience. Like, I had to stop listening to the audiobook at points because it was just too much, but it was absolutely beautifully written. And I'm sure by the time I have this video up, there should be, my wrap up should be up, so you can see my full thoughts on both of those books, Children of Time and My Dark Vanessa, in the wrap up. But know that I really ended up enjoying both of those. Now, before I end this vlog, I just wanted to talk about kind of my reading status at the moment. Some really good news is I finally got my book sleeve that I ordered from Etsy. It finally arrived. So it's from Lord of the Rings, and it says, "I found it is the small everyday deeds of ordinary folk that keep the darkness at bay. Small acts of kindness and love." And I figure we all just need some of that positivity in our life every day, you know? Makes me happy to read it when I take my book out. So currently in my book sleeve, I have The Black Coast, which I am finally reading full tilt. Like this is my current read. And I am on page, let me check. Oh, I just lost my tabs. 117. And I am loving this so far. I am so invested in this world. The writing is amazing. It's not info dumpy at all. I'm loving the politicky kind of dynamics that I'm getting. The battle scenes I've seen so far have been good. Loving it. This is shaping up to be like a 5 stars if it keeps being at this caliber. So I am thoroughly impressed, and I'm very happy that it's as good as I was hoping it would be thus far. And then I picked up the audiobook of Amari and the Night Brothers, but I'm only like 5% into that, but it seems like it's going to be real cute. I'm excited to move forward with that. So those are my current reads at the moment. It is the beginning of May. I think it's May 5th right now, so it's not a bad start. But I'm going to go ahead and end this vlog here. I've been filming snippets for this vlog for so long now that I don't know exactly what's going to make the cut and be in the vlog. But I think there's going to be some, outings that make it in here. Maybe not any like food making clips, but definitely shots of food that we ate. So, and a little bit of Japan life, you know, elements. So I really hope that you enjoyed those aspects of this vlog. Let me know in the comments down below if you have any comments on the books that I read. So Children of Time, My Dark Vanessa, anything else I was reading at the beginning of this vlog, because I don't remember. And I'll see you guys in the next one. But for now, I'm gonna head out. Jenny!